Hi, we're going to spend the next few minutes talking why we must all become digital citizens. So digital citizenship, what is it? Digital citizenship refers to the responsible use of technology by anyone who uses computers, the internet, and digital services to engage with society on any level. So what do the laws say? FERPA, which is the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. It protects the privacy of student educational records and gives parents rights to review those student records. Next, we have COPA, which is the Children's Online Privacy Protections Act. This applies to commercial companies and limits their ability to collect personal information from children under the age of 13. Next, we have CIPA, which is the Child Internet Protection Act. Schools are required to have technology measures and policies in place that protect students from harmful materials. Students' internet access is filtered. Websites that are inappropriate are blocked. And lastly, we have E-rate. All schools receiving E-rate discounts must comply with CIPA regulations. So here's a quote that I think fits perfectly with digital citizenship. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. So these are the digital citizen topics that we're going to be discussing throughout the year. We have privacy and security, self-image and identity, relationships and communications, information literacy, digital footprint and reputation, creative credit and copyright, internet safety, which we're going to be talking about in a few moments, and also cyberbullying, which we will be covering shortly in this presentation. So we're going to be learning and using the REP strategy or REP strategy this year. R is a respect for yourself and others through digital citizenship. The E, you educate yourself and others about digital citizenship. And lastly, P, you protect yourself and others using digital citizenship. So, what are some internet safety tips that you need to follow while you are on a mobile device? Keep your online identity secret. Don't tell your real name, address, or phone number. Don't give out your username or password to anyone. Next, the internet has a great memory. Just because the internet is so massive does not mean that your embarrassing or risky pictures, rude or mean comments, or illegal activities will disappear forever. Next, be good online like you are offline. Writing hate emails, hacking into other people's computers, illegally downloading music or movies, and making online threats are just as illegal on the internet as they are in the real world. You cannot hide behind a screen name and get away with it. And lastly, be extremely careful about meeting someone in person. The FBI gives an all-out blanket warning: never meet anyone in person that you meet online. So let's take a minute to talk about cyberbullying and what it is. When a child or a group of children target another child to torment, harass, humiliate, or embarrass the child. Cyberbullies use the internet, interactive and digital technologies, or mobile devices. So here's a great quote that I want to read to you. Don't you ever let a soul in the world tell you that you can't be exactly who you are. So let's talk about our district policy for electronic devices. First, they may only be used under the discretion and permission and direction of your teacher. And for some reason, if you engage in inappropriate activity, it may result in the loss of your device, the loss of the use, or disciplinary action. Here's also another great quote. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided, by Albus Dumbledore. So what does your Students' Handbook say? All victims, witnesses to bullying, or perceived bullying must report the incident to a staff member or administrator. And lastly, bullying also includes cyberbullying. Cyberbullying means bullying by use of any electronic communication device through means including but not limited to email, instant message, text message, blogs, mobile phones, pagers, online games, and websites. So let's talk about our big concept or our takeaway for today. So before you use any of these social media platforms, you need to think about it. You need to think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? So here are a list of my references that I used to create my presentation. All right, thank you for your time, and we will be working more on digital citizenship.